Today is Thursday, Parashat Vayishlach, and we're learning from the Chok L'Yisrael, the Mussar. Maybe some ideas here are ideas that we're familiar with, but we repeat them again, just like a person when he does physical or workout. He could have done it the day before and a few days before, but he gains from doing it and again. So these ideas that we'll discuss, maybe ideas that we're familiar with, but that is the Mussar of today in Chok L'Yisrael. צריך שיקבל הכנעה גדולה לפני הבורא ולפני עבדיו ואוהביו ושיעבוד לו בדיבור ובמעשה. A person has to be humble in front before the Creator, before Hashem, and before His servants and those who love Him. And he should serve Hashem b'dibur uv'maaseh, in word and in action. It's not enough just to give lip service, not enough to just say that you believe in something. You have to also act based on your emunah and based on having the humility to serve Hashem both in word and in action. ושיראה ממש בכל זמן לפי שהוא לפניו תמיד ואין דבר נסתר ממנו. And a person should actually have reverence, should have fear from Hashem, because Hashem is always in front of you and there's nothing that is hidden from Hashem. You cannot pretend that Hashem is not aware of something that you're doing. Hashem knows everything that a person is involved in, and if a person keeps that in mind, that Hashem is, like it's the Pasuk says, Shiviti Hashem lenegdi tamid, I always set Hashem in front of me, as if Hashem was right in front of you, and if you have that awareness of that, then there's nothing that you could do wrong, because Hashem is watching everything that you're doing. So therefore you have to have reverence and yirah and the fear, because there's nothing that is hidden from Hashem. וישבח אותו לילות ויומו ויזכור טובתו עמו בסתר ובגלוי וירוץ לעבודתו בשמחה ובטוב לבב. And a person should always praise Hashem day and night and should remember all the goodness that Hashem does for him. And he should do this whether it's in private or in public, that he should thank and praise Hashem for all the goodnesses that Hashem did for him. And ve'arutz la'avodato, he should run to do his service, to the service of Hashem, besimcha u'tu levav, with joy and goodness of heart. The attitude with which you do the mitzvot is very important. So as you realize all the great kindnesses that Hashem did for you, and you serve Him with gladness of heart and with joy. ויתחנן לו תמיד לרצותו, יתחנן לפניו ובקש מחילה לעוונותיו, וישיב אל ליבו מה שעבר עליו מן העוונות שחטא לפניו. And a person should always ask forgiveness from Hashem for any sins that a person could have done in the past. וכן ישיב אל ליבו הטובות אשר עשה לו כל ימי חייו, והוא מורד בו. He should keep in mind all the goodnesses that Hashem did with the person, yet a person at times could have rebelled against Hashem. ויודע ויכיר קטנות מעלתו, מעלות ופחיתותו, וגודל כבוד יוצרו ועוצם גבורתו. And he should realize the katnut, the minuteness of his person, of the persons, compared to the greatness and the power of Hashem in relationship to Hashem, the one who is all-powerful. We are so in relation to that so small, so we have to keep that in mind. והרבה להשתחוות לפניו בכניעה ושפלות, ויודע על הבא עליו. So he says that a person should always bow down to Hashem in humility and should always thank Hashem for anything that happens to him. כמו שהיה עושה נחום איש גמזו, just like נחום איש גמזו used to always say it's all for the best. על כל הקורות המוצאות לו, for anything that happens to the person. ואמרו הקדמונים, the early sages said, כי אחד ראה לחסיד מוכה ברגלו, person saw a chassid, a pious person, who had an injury in his foot. ואמר לו, אני חס על המכה שברגלך. He told him, I'm sorry about the wound, about the injury that you have in your foot. ואמר לו, and the other person responded, אני מחזיק טובה ליוצרי. I consider that to be a great favor that Hashem did. שלא נתנה בעיניי, that He did not afflict him in his eye rather than in his leg. So there's always many ways to look at the same thing. Here in this case, person felt sorry looking at someone who was injured in his foot. And the guy answered, don't be sorry, actually, I'm thankful, because he was so thankful because that same injury could have happened in his eye, which could have been much worse. So to always look at things in a positive light, and always to think, Gamzula Tova, it's all for the best. And it's all for the good. And that was the Mussar for today, from Chok L'Yisrael, Parashat Vayishlach for Thursday. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'amen.